Welcome back, everybody. Joel Goldberg and Casey Wright. Casey looks like he is maybe back in Kansas City at the home offices of Chief of Staff. I believe that is correct. I am in an undisclosed location, but taking the month off.
Secretive.
Secretive. Yeah, I'm somewhere warm. I'll talk about it later. Just wanted to check out and get away for the month. It seems like a good month to do that just because things slow down in December, but okay, this is the first time I could say it, and then we'll say it over and over again. Can you believe it's 2026? I almost said 2027. I don't even remember the difference anymore. Here we are. The year is over. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. It's not quite over. It's close, but
We're there. We're there. Maybe as people are
yeah.
watching this, it is over. How? This is a big question, and I've got themes throughout my newsletter this month addressing this. But how do you remember 2025, the year of what? And I'm not looking necessarily for one word, but how would you look at this past year?
A lot of uncertainty,
Hmm.
but ended well for us.
Yeah.
I think post election cycle things are kind of wonky. The boom hiring market right out of COVID tapered off a little bit. So I think there's just a lot of ambiguity, but
Hmm.
last few months for us, we've been doing great, kind of coinciding with when the kids went back to school, but a lot of just uncertainty on a global scale, I'd say.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that certainly has to do with tariffs, elections, politics, which is always gonna whatever way things blow. The pendulum's always gonna swing, and people are gonna adjust to it, and that's just part of it, right? I mean, recessions have happened before, good times have happened, bad times have happened, and everything in between. Maybe the way it goes down is different. I mean, to me, it just feels like we are in, and this has been the theme that I've been talking about over and over again on podcasts, newsletters, is that AI right now. I mean, you remember when AI came out, and I think we were all like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't need to mess with that. And I'm curious what you're hearing about now, just in the world, in the hiring world. I mean, because to me, like if you're completely ignoring that, you're going to get left behind. Like this would be like 25 years ago saying, yeah, I don't need this internet thing. And maybe, but how long are your encyclopedias going to work out? I mean, that's the reference I'm using. Or I heard somebody, Casey, on a podcast maybe a year ago saying that ChatGPT at some point could be something we look back on and say it was like the MySpace of AI. I don't know that that's true or not, other than the fact that we are moving fast. How do you take all this in?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said it's not a little bit scary. I'm not scared from a professional level.
Yeah.
I don't think AI is replacing who we are or what we do by any stretch of the imagination. But like you said, if you're not adopting it and recognizing the value in it, you're going to be silly too. But it is scary. I mean, I just saw a side by side on some social media, I think yesterday, and I don't remember. I want to say it was Will Smith or some actor. It was like this was an AI video created of him just 3 or 4 years ago, and then one created this month. And it was a side by side. It was the same script on here's whatever Will Smith eating a bowl of oatmeal,
Wait,
and
Will
you know what I'm
Smith didn't
talking about.
slap Will Smith didn't slap Chris Rock?
Exactly. What do we believe? What do we not believe? But 3 years ago, it's like, all right, this is very cartoonish. It's clearly computer created. And the one that was created this month or last month, it's like if you would have told me 5 years ago that this didn't happen, it was all made up, I'm like, well, no way. I saw it with my own eyes. But now you have to be a little pickier on what to believe and what to understand, and also it makes our trusting decreasing overall, which I think that's the scary part of it.
Yeah.
If you use it for its pros, it's a phenomenal thing. But I think it is creating more distrust, which is unfortunately something we're dealing with in society across the board right now, and this is just exacerbating that. I feel, unfortunately.
I tell people to dive into YouTube videos and just start watching and learn new little things, because who knows if there's a tool on ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or Notebook LM or any of these that make you say, ooh. But at the same time, when you go in and look at all of those, or I would tell people, if you're using those AI tools as nothing more than a Google search tool, that's fine, but there's so much more out there. The challenge is when you go onto those videos, you're being sold to everywhere you go, because everybody's trying to sell you services about how to. It's just a continuation of the get rich quick scheme, and there's no
Sure.
such thing that exists. And so if you could do that and say, okay, I want to learn about this, but I don't have to commit. I don't have to pay for this. I don't have to do this, because you're going to get everybody wants a piece of you, because that's the modern way now of people making money. That's everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to work from home. Everybody wants to do all of these type of things, which lead me to a final question to you that that's always happened. We're
Sure.
always looking for the next thing. The pace of it is quicker, and but but yet there's still, like, as I look at the younger people coming in right now, as has always been the case, they're going to know more about some of these things than we know. The challenge for them, and all of us for that matter, is how do we not lose our voice? And I've got to think that over a chief of staff, that's a key piece to this too, right? You got people coming in. You guys had a job fair last month that are coming in and want to, they've been out of work, they want to find something, but their personality and who they are and their ability to connect still matters, does it not?
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing that will ever fully replace an in person handshake, eye contact. There's just a difference about in person actually interacting with a human versus what's created out there on the internet. I mean, I feel a little hypocritical saying that since here we are creating something on the internet as we
Yeah.
speak, but I still don't think it replaces us sitting down in a room together. Again, use it for its value, but don't replace who you are with it. Is my general rule of thumb. And I think oversaturation is scary too, or not necessarily scary, but if you're not an early adopter, you're just like, oh yeah, well, let's do this. Well, if it's that easy, it's that easy for everybody else too. So you still got
That's
to do
right.
something to be a differentiator, set yourself apart, and just saying, oh, I'm using this to create my narrative, create the whatever it is, the email, the video, the this or that. It's like, well, so is everybody else. So you still got to set yourself apart one way or another.
My advice to everyone in 2026 is keep learning and diving in all the new stuff and stay true to who you are. Although, with that said, I'll be hypocritical too, because I know this is doable. I'm just not to this stage yet. You and I need to do one of these in a month where it's not us, it's a bot. It's a Casey bot and a Joel bot. Let's just see what happens. Maybe it'll
Did it
make
make us a
us.
little prettier?
Maybe it'll actually make us good looking.
Yeah, I don't know if AI has come that far yet, Joel.
That's where people will know it's not believable. Um, and then I'll put Notre Dame in the playoff.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry,
too
I know.
soon. Too soon.
Easy for the non-Irish guy to say, but I could stir that up. I don't know where we're at as this announces, other than as you and I are recording this, there's a lot of hard feelings, understandably. So that's a whole other topic of discussion. But a lot coming up, I'm sure, in 2026 at Chief of Staff, and you guys continue to grow and great things happening, I know.
Well, thanks, and I hope you enjoy wherever you are that's sunny and warm.
There are beaches and it's warm. I'll see you in January. Happy New Year. Happy holidays to you and to everyone at Chief of Staff and to everybody watching as well. We'll do it again in 2026, Casey.
All right, happy holidays, everybody. Thanks, Joel.
Bye, everybody.
See you.